In episode 4, the prince is eager to propose to Daphne, but luckily, the family has given her the option to make the final decision herself. Meanwhile, her sister Eloise is busy on her personal mission to unmask Lady Whistledown. She keeps updating her progress to her genius best friend Penelope, who listens carefully but isn't much interested in this mission. At the Featherington house, chaos is in full bloom. Lady Featherington is forcing Marina to marry one of the older men of the ton, preferably someone who won't ask too many questions if her pregnancy is discovered after the wedding. Surprisingly, for the first time ever, a gentleman shows genuine interest in one of her daughters. Albion Finch sets his eyes on Philippa, and the two begin courting. However, Philippa's happiness doesn't last long. At a party, her father abruptly refuses the Finch family's marriage proposal without explaining his reasons, leaving Lady Featherington furious and deeply confused. Later in the episode, she also discovers the reason behind it. Lord Featherington has lost all his money to gambling and has no funds left for a dowry. He is also keeping Marina in his home because he owes a large sum of money to her father. Marina, on the other hand, sees a spark of hope when Colin Bridgerton rescues her from dancing with an unwanted older man. Unfortunately, watching them together makes Penelope jealous, as she secretly harbors a crush on Colin. At the same party, the prince is just moments away from proposing. But Daphne hesitates. She asks for a moment alone and rushes into the garden, only to be followed by Simon. The two argue over the sudden end of their friendship, emotions spilling everywhere. Daphne runs into the hedges, Simon follows, and the moment quickly turns intimate. Anthony catches them in the act and immediately demands that Simon marry his sister for ruining her honor. But the Duke refuses. Insulted and enraged, Anthony challenges Simon to a duel the very next morning. Believing the duel may cost him his life, Anthony visits Sienna and confesses everything. He promises to run away with her if he survives. Meanwhile, Benedict visits the painter Henry's house, where several artists are indulging in very strange and very artistic activities. He soon returns home, only to find a tense Anthony, who reveals the duel plans. Together, they rush to the duel site, where Simon and his boxer friend Will are already there. Just before blood can be spilled, Daphne arrives and stops the duel. She reveals that Cressida Cowper witnessed her and Simon in the garden, meaning the duel would only fuel more rumors and scandal. Daphne finally confronts Simon about his feelings and asks why he would rather choose death than marry her. Simon confesses that he cannot give her children, something Daphne assumes is a physical issue, though it clearly isn't. Still, deeply in love, Daphne accepts a childless future and agrees to marry him.